Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about the ChatGPT Reason feature. So we just did a video on the Deep Research button here with some examples. So now we're going to talk about the Reason button here. So they are similar yet a little bit different. So when you hover over it kind of tells you what it's about here. So we have a little comparison. Okay, so we're going to talk about the reasoning feature here. So what it does, it slows down and double checks its own logic step by step before answering. Think of it as ChatGPT reviewing its own thought process to ensure the answer is coherent, internally consistent, and rational. So use case, best for complex reasoning, logic problems, decision analysis, or cases where multiple options must be weighed carefully. With an example here, it does not access the internet, so that's one of the key differences right there. It relies on its own internal knowledge and reasoning processes. All right, and here's the deep research, what we did our last video on. So this searches the internet in real time to retrieve up-to-date factual or niche information. It can pull content from recent news, pricing data, policies, or obscure topics not well covered in training. All right, so use cases, best for fresh or niche facts like what are the best gaming PCs under $1,200 and so on. And that includes sources and links. That's another key difference there. So when you do the deep research, you'll have some links you could click on throughout the results to get more information. So I actually put a link in the description for the video we did on deep research. All right, so let's try it out. We'll use its example right here. The question mark. All right, so first we'll do it without clicking on the reason button. All right, so should I choose a Roth or traditional IRA? All right, so here are our results. One for the Roth and one for the traditional with some information about both. The quick example, so pretty basic. All right, so now we'll try it again. This time we'll click on Reason to highlight the button and then click on the Go button here. You can see it's thinking, so putting a little more thought into it. So now we get a feature comparison in a table format. Some detailed information here. Some other considerations, and then some next steps. So a little more detailed information. All right, so let's try another one here. Let's do this one, for example. Let's clear the screen. All right, what is the best gaming PC under $1,200 right now? So we'll just do the regular search. You can see it says searching the web. That's because we're using the regular search. All right, so here's what it found as of May 2025 for the best options. It even has some pictures here with some links. So this is actually taking a little longer to come up with the results here. And it's actually loading it as I'm scrolling down here. So since it had to go out to the internet to find this information, it's taking a little longer. All right, so some nice info right there. Not a ton of information when it comes to details, though. All right, let's try this again. This time we'll do the reason. So as you noticed, it said searching the internet, even though it says it doesn't search the internet to do that. So you might find that kind of interesting. All right, here are the results. Actually give some sources here. So even though it said it doesn't access the internet, it still did. And we could even ask ChatGPT why that is. All right, so does the ChatGPT reason feature access the internet for its results? So it says here it does so entirely based on pre-trained knowledge and built-in reasoning, not real-time web browsing. So if you need up-to-date real-world information, I could use a tool like Web to search the internet, just like I did earlier. So that's kind of interesting. So it says it doesn't use the internet, yet it did go online to find the results. All right, let's try one more question here, and we'll see what it comes up with. All right, so give me detailed instructions on how to build a birdhouse. So we'll do it with the regular search here. So that was pretty quick this time. All right, so we have our 7 steps plus some extra tips. So now we'll try it again using the reason feature. All right, so we have similar information, just in a more of a table format this time. It gives you some details about each part here, such as the materials. Whereas the other one, let's go up to materials here. So it shows you the materials, but it doesn't give you as much detail as the other option here. So we still had our 7 steps. It just kind of thought about it a little deeper to give us additional information. So as you can see, it's a decent feature. I think the deep research might be a better option if you want more information, especially since it'll go online to get the latest information. But of course, you could do the same query with your prompt here just by itself. Then you could try it with the reason option and then try it with the deep research option and then just choose the best results for you. All right, so all you got to do is go to the chatgpt.com website, and you'll most likely have to log in with your account, which is free to use. You could do that right on the site itself and then start searching. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.